People Catfish Dave here. It's fall of the year. The water temperature is dropping. They're dropping the lake levels for winter pool. It looks to me like it's dropped, about 1.5 feet. They'll drop it 3 or 4 feet here by the time we get to the end of November. I've been doing a lot of fishing up on Cherokee Lake. And the strange thing is those fish up there, even though they don't have skipjack in those waters, are eating skipjack. Why is that? It's all about water temperature. Water temps from about 60 degrees to about 80 degrees. Skipjack is a great bait for blue catfish. Water starts getting over 80 degrees. They might want something different like white bass, yellow bass, maybe some of that American eel I was using. Water temps start dropping back down into the 70s and down into the 60s in the fall. Skipjack becomes your #1 bait. I don't care if you're in a lake where skipjack don't exist or not. Blue cat will eat it in those water temperatures. Now once the dead of winter hits, water temps 50 and below, it's going to be all gizzard chat for me. These fish show a strong preference towards shad over skipjack during the winter months. Either way, I need some skipjack. If I manage to catch some, we might have time to catch a few catfish while we're down here. I wanted to get here at sunrise, but the Buddy's Barbecue in North City took about 2 hours to get me a couple sausage biscuits. So here we are about 9:30 a.m. These skipjack in the fall will get into these coves and creeks. You get into one cove and they ain't there, try the next one. If they ain't there, try the next one. All this bait rushes up into these coves and creeks, and the skipjack come back here and intercept them. That's what happens this time of year. There should be some here. I've got my depth finder off. Skipjack are sensitive to sonar. I'm on a spot lock in a pretty much decent spot. I can work both banks towards the end of this cove. I've got 4 different rods in the boat here, man. I've got a single fly with a popper float. I've got multiple flies on another rig. I've got a Foley spoon on another rig. And I've got some curly tail grubs on another rig. What you throw can make all the difference in the world. The time we are here can make all the difference in the world. If I would have been here at sunup, I'd probably filled my cooler up. Now we're probably going to work for them. Thanks, Buddy's Barbecue. Hopefully we'll catch a few. With all these rods and options, I should have something that they'll chew. Of course, the sun is facing the camera. That's par for the course. We'll start off with the Foley spoon. When you're throwing the Foley spoon, you experiment. You reel it deep and slow. If deep and slow don't work, you try a faster retrieve. We're going to try everything. I need some skipjack. Oh, we're hooked up. We're hooked up on the spoon, and he come off. Dag blasted. We'll keep trying the spoon since we hooked up within about 4 casts. I can already tell you this is not the correct bite window to be here. We got one on, we got one on. We got one on, come on baby. Water temp 60 to 80 degrees. That right there is catfish candy. I threw it straight down in a mixture of ice water and salt. An icy, salty brine. It will instantly freeze that skipjack. We just got another one. It will instantly freeze that skipjack. And I can keep that skipjack, and he come off, but I can keep that skipjack in that icy salty water for days and days, and it just stays in a frozen state. I have to monitor it. I have to add a little ice every day. Every time I add ice, I add salt. If I catch extra, say I catch over 15 or so skipjack, anything else I will put in the actual freezer. I will vacuum seal it for later on. Well, we've had 2 get off, y'all. That could have been 3 in the cooler. Frustrating times. Oh, he followed me straight to the boat, man. Followed me to the boat. That's 4 we could have had, but we've only got 1. Yeah, they're in a finicky mood, I can tell you that. There's a shot at another one. Nothing on the popper and fly. We're going to try these grubs. Oh. I got hit on the grub. These skipjack are in a finicky mood, I'll tell you that. When you know they're right there, but they're not hitting what you got. Try this multiple fly rig. Well, y'all, I threw 4 different things, and what I got the most action on was a small spoon, so we're going back with a small spoon. It's going to be one of those days, and if Buddy's Barbecue would have got me my gosh dang sausage biscuits and I'd got here right at sunup, I'd already have this cooler full. We have established that they're here, and no matter what you throw, it's a tough bite. But I'm getting the most looks on a small spoon pulled slow. So that's what we're using. The small spoon pulled slow, and we're just going to sit here and work our butts off for them because they're not biting right now. Thanks to Buddy's Barbecue. Thank you, Buddy's Barbecue. There we go. Small spoon. And he came off. Come on. Yeah. Looks like we're just going to struggle with the spoon because it's not really the bite window. Trying to catch some catfish bait. Yeah, there's one right there. We're getting the knack for it now. Foley spoon. There's 4. I'm going to throw these grubs one more time. It would be nice if they would hit a rig like this, because I could catch more than one at a time. I'm going to try this popper again. This thing works best when the wind's not blowing. Yep, these skipjack ain't going to hit nothing but a Foley spoon today, or at least for right now. Right at the boat. We'll take that. We will take that right there. Those skipjacks that I've already thrown in there, they're already frozen solid. That quick in that salty ice water. Yeah. Just gotta work for him with the spoon today. It's number 6. Yeah. What was that, number 7? Yeah. Number 7. They are not easy, y'all, but at least we are getting them. They're getting tough, y'all. We caught a few, now they're getting tough. I'll just keep throwing different stuff. I'll throw the flies on again. They're here. They are here. They're not gonna touch a fly today. Nope, they ain't gonna do it. We're gonna try a grub again. I'll just keep throwing and throwing and throwing and throwing until we find something. We'll just keep throwing and throwing and throwing and throwing and throwing. So all we can do is keep throwing and throwing and throwing and throwing and throwing. Keep throwing and throwing and throwing and throwing and throwing. Keep throwing and throwing and throwing and throwing and throwing. All we can do, hope they're gonna chew. They're not gonna touch nothing but a Foley spoon. And they're not even hardly touching that now. We're just in bad shape. Rain coming in, cold front coming in. Well, y'all, they have really slowed down. Thanks to Buddy's barbecue, we didn't get out here till after 9 o'clock. I really don't want to waste bait down here if I've only caught 7. I'd rather save that bait for a place I think I got a shot at a big fish. If I'd get about 20, we'd fish. The only thing I know to do is jump to some different areas, see if I can find some that are actually eating. But my guess is it's going to be the same all over this part of the lake. But if I find a cove where there are a lot more numbers of them, I might be able to persuade a few of them to eat. I don't think the bite's going to be hot anywhere. Don't you crap on me. Oh! This catching bait stuff can be a pain in the butt sometimes. When they're tough, they're tough. It's about time. I'll tell you what, y'all. As tough as they are right now, this is when you need some dynamite. If I had me a stick, I'd probably use it. We finally got number... Hey, shut up. We finally got number 8. We're here past the bite window now. They're bumping at it. They'll look at it every once in a while. They'll chase it. But you can't hardly get one to eat. I'm just sitting on my butt over here. They ain't biting. And if I would have got my sausage biscuits when I ordered them, I would have been out here right at sunup. I would have had 30 in this cooler in 10 minutes. But we missed that bite window. Now I'm hoping for another one this afternoon. Hoping for the sun to pop out or maybe the wind to die a little. I don't know, maybe they'll become active. If they're not active, they're just looking at everything I've got. And with 4 different skipjack setups, I can't even get them to eat one of them right now. So we're just chilled out. I can move, I can go to some other spots, but my guess is the skipjack there are going to be the same way. It's all about that right time of day. And if you want to do that, you better not stop at Buddy's Barbecue in Lenore City. Yeah, I've got your butt. I hope you stay on too. Please stay on. Woo, we got 9. If he would have come off, I probably would have jumped out the boat right here and drowned myself. Number 10 if he stays on. And he didn't stay on! All right, y'all, let's go try some other skipjack somewhere else. I can't seem to catch 10 out of this place here. Well, all right, y'all, we're gonna try spot number 2. Thank you, Buddy's Barbecue. If you don't get that bite window, you can spend all day long out here trying to catch a few. All day long. At least I am seeing some surface bait in here. The wind ain't quite as bad because we're on the other side of the river. I hooked one about 600 yards from the boat. He's either swimming to me or he came off. You know, we got him. We finally got number 10. Longest cast I ever made in my life for a skipjack. That's the one that got him. All right, y'all, I figured I'd try trolling. Ain't nothing else working. I figured I'd try trolling this Foley spoon here. We got one trolling. We're up to 11 now. What is that? Oh, that's ducks. Well, all right, y'all. I thought I was on to something there trolling because I got the first one in 2 minutes of trolling. Now I've been trolling for 30 minutes and we ain't caught jack squat. You can thank the Buddy's Barbecue in Lenore City for this day. We're going to go try another cove. If I ever feel like I've got enough bait to be worth driving 60 miles down here, we'll catfish for a little bit. We're on Skipjack in spot number 1 and 2. They're there. They're just not eating a lure right now. There's a bite window going on and it's right at sunup. And if you miss that, this is what you got to deal with the rest of the day. I could have caught 30 in 5 minutes, and now I'm going to be lucky to get number 12 sitting out here all day long. I told myself when I got up this morning, you know, I wanted to fix some breakfast. I'm like, no, you need to be there at sunup. It's very important. There's a Buddy's Barbecue right down there up in North City. Shouldn't take 2 minutes to go in there, get a couple sausage biscuits, and walk out of there. That's where I was wrong. I could have fixed breakfast for me, 20 other people, sat down, ate, cleaned everything up, and done dishes long before I could have got them 2 biscuits at the Buddy's Barbecue. I'd like to fish for some catfish today, but you drive this far just to catch some bait. You try to get as much as you can, and we ain't getting very much. All right, y'all, I am pretty distraught about the number of skipjack I caught, and it's all the fault of Buddy's Barbecue. Either way, if they're not going to bite, I'm going to take one of these skipjack and we're going to try to catch catfish. That's what we're going to try to do. And see if something's going to chew. This skipjack is already hard, man. It's hard to cut through. Now, I'll just tell you, I've been getting all my fish on body chunks, on my big fish. But it's a habit when you're a catfisherman to go ahead and put a headpiece on anyway. So that's what we're going to do. One headpiece, one chunk. Since the skipjack fishing is junk, we'll just do this right here. These catfish will eat anytime, just about. We're in 70 foot of water. I'm assuming they were in the creek, then after we had all them cold nights, kind of run them out of the creek. There's a creek right over here. There's another creek right there, another creek right over there. So they should be in this vicinity somewhere. As long as they're moving around, they should find me. It'd be a pretty lucky day to catch a big fish in this lake, old Fort Lousy Reservoir. I'd rather catch my bait here and go somewhere else where they got some dang fish. I'm gonna move this net out of the way, actually. Lay it up here like this, because I'm gonna sit here and throw that Foley spoon towards the bank every now and then while I'm sitting here. See if we can't replace our skipjack that we've used sitting here. It ain't like we've got a lot of bait. If I make 100,000 throws, I'm bound to get lucky. I'd say we've already made 100,000 throws, and you can thank the Buddy's Barbecue for that. Something on that right there. There he goes. There he goes. Oh yeah. There we go. That was on a headpiece. He's solid too. Feels like a flathead. Feels like a flathead the way he's just staying down. Make sure my drag's right. It's got to be a flathead. I seen him go under my screen there, and I seen that bite. I like these carbon rods for suspend baiting. That's why I wanted them. get some ground on it now. He should be close. No, that's a blue cat. Boy, he bit and acted like a flathead. Pretty nice blue cat. And he ate a head bait. We'll take it. We'll take it. Man, he acted just like a flathead, y'all. Sure did. Pretty solid fish for old Fort Lousy Reservoir. Straighten it out, man. You're on camera, brother. Well, we got us one out here in this deep water. He hit on a headpiece, and I really don't want to cut up another skipjack. So I'm going to put this chunk on. We'll have two chunks. Definitely a blue cat there. He hit a chunk that time. I guess they just like this rod better than that rod over there. This old Daiwa reel's making all kind of noise. I'd say it's just about over with. It's caught a lot of fish. Sounds like it's got a bearing gone or something. There's another blue catfish out here in 70 foot. Come on, Mr. Blue Cat. Oh, yeah. Throw in my chunk of bait. Old Fort Lousy blue catfish. Alright, y'all, I got a flathead on right there. That's guaranteed a flathead. That's guaranteed a flathead right there. Yeah. It's got to be a flathead. Yeah. That's flathead. Alright, y'all. If we ain't gonna catch no skipjack, we might as well catch some catfish. There's a bonus flathead right there. Well, alright, y'all. You can't catch fish without the bait. If I would have got here at sunup, I would have caught 30 within 5 minutes. That didn't happen. You can blame Buddy's Barbecue in Lenore City for that. I figured I'd stick around and catch a few cats because catfish are cool. I didn't want to use all my bait because I am taking it to a better lake. This is a video. There was fish in the video. That makes it a fishing video. This is Catfish Day with another one, signing out.